This video assumes that you are aware of the foundational concepts, that is projects, users, etc., provided in the previous video in this series. Some of the main objectives of Formalize are to collect data and repurpose it. A Formalize project is a container to hold one or more pages. A page in the project is a container to hold one or more widgets. And a widget is a web component that displays and/or collects data. In other words, one or more widgets can be created on a page, and one or more pages can be contained within a project. A widget is a component that contains its cosmetic and function data. There are two types of widgets. Data widgets, that is widgets that can hold data, and non-data or other widgets that are merely for display purpose, like animation, section separators, etc. To save time, I have already created a demo project and tagged users to it. We log in as admin. Go to the Formalize Designer. Choose the project we want to work on. And create a new text input widget. Now let me familiarize you with the widget creation process. This is the section we will use to modify the widget attributes. This is the section we will be able to view the changes to the widget resulting from the change in the attributes. This will be the field name in the database. This will be the file name of widget stored on disk, as well as in the page that stores this widget. Ideally, I keep them same. This will be the widget label. This will be the entry hint. This will be the help text that is displayed only when the cursor hovers over the question mark. This is a toggle to not allow text entry into the widget. This toggle can be changed manually at design time or programmatically at runtime. This toggle marks the widget entry as mandatory or not, alterable at design and/or runtime. This is to set the maximum characters one can enter within the text input. Only a positive value will enable this restriction. This sets a default value in the text input widget to ease typing. This enables or disables visibility for this widget basis the current user login. This enables or disables accessibility for a visible widget basis the current user login. Custom code can be used to extend the functionality of widgets by incorporating business logic. For example, trigger an email on ticking a checkbox, or changing the visibility, accessibility, value, etc. of one or more widgets on the basis of a value in another widget. We will look at an example of this shortly. I have created a widget for first name labeled as fname. Similarly, I have created a widget for surname labeled as name. Let's create a drop-down widget for a person's title. The field name will default to capital case, even if entered in lower case. Let's add elements to the single select, fixed options dropdown. We can even set up the dropdown to be multi-select. For long list of elements, we can even connect the dropdown to the first column of a CSV file. Let's create an image widget for the profile picture. We need to import the picture from any local location to our project before it is available for use. Let's create some section tab widgets for our page. Let's choose the desired tab color. Let's change the tab text. We can duplicate the tab by simply changing the save file name and resaving it. We can modify other widget attributes, just to be aware of their cosmetic effects on the widget. Let's create a page and only add the title, name and surname widgets to the page. As we add widgets to the page, we get a preview of how they will look on a page. Only widget creation and page creation have previews. Project creation does not. Let's save this page as page 01. Now let's add this page to the project. A project derives its name from its ID and hence does not have to be named, only saved. Now let's go back to the page and reload it. By default, every widget placed on a page is placed on a new line. However, we can position more than one widget on a line. Let's put the title, first name and surname widgets on a single line. We thus place the title widget as the first widget on a line containing 3 widgets. The first name gets to be the second of 3 widgets, and the surname gets to be the third of 3 widgets. The 3 widgets on the line have equal widths and are equally apart. To change this configuration, we just add 1, 3, 3 in the column size column of only the first widget, and the required change happens. The second and third widget becomes 3 times the width of the first widget. Now let's create some more widgets to make our page better. Let's add a text line widget for the page header. We can play around with the widget parameters to suit our needs. Besides the first name and surname widget, I also want a full or complete name text input widget for my data needs. However, we will use custom codes to derive CNAME from FNAME and SNAME shortly. As CNAME is derived, I must not allow entry in it by making it read only. I can also make it non-mandatory if or as needed. I will now add a number input widget for net worth in figures and another text input widget for the same net worth in words. Now let's load the page and add all these new widgets to it. We missed saving the last alignment changes to the page. We need to redo this. I have similarly aligned the last two widgets in a single line before saving the page. We need to add custom code to the fname or firstname widget, so that any change to firstname triggers a change in cname or combined name widget. This same process needs to be done for the sname or surname widget. The custom code must thus merge the contents of firstname and surname in combined full name. We could decide to also include the title in combined full name if so desired, though we won't do that at this point in time. Let's modify the fname widget to include the custom code. Let's load the fname widget for modification. There are many pre-built custom code snippets that we can copy and suitably modify. Let's choose the Merge Fields snippet. The snippet is self-explanatory. It contains the command, the list of source fields names to merge from, the target field name to merge into, and a separator to be inserted between the merged parts. Let's revise the field names in the snippet. And remember to save the changes. Now let's do the same for the sname widget. Here we choose the currency to words snippet. We will add this snippet in the net worth number widget, so that any changes will reflect a number to words conversion in the amount words widget. Remember, custom code is only available for data widgets, not other widgets. Now, let's log in as external self and check if the custom code is working properly. Any change in the fname or sname widget leads to an immediate merged result in the cname widget. And the cname widget is not enterable by the user, as we had made the widget read-only. Likewise, let's confirm if any change in the net worth widget leads to a change in the amount words read-only widget. Notice, currency decimals will not being handled as we have not changed the decimals attribute of the net worth widget to 2. Additionally, the system only manages rupees for now. Suitable changes will be made to include world currencies also. The current custom code snippet library contains snippets for most common use cases, and more snippets may be added as need arises. Finally, let's explore the available library of all types of widgets. Horizontal divider is used to section groups of widgets from each other. Section tab is also used to section groups of widgets from each other. Text line is used for headers and fancy lines or color bands. Progress bar is used to create a progress bar whose value is based on existing number widgets. Blank row or widget is a dummy vertical or horizontal space filler widget. Static table is used to merely display a CSV table. HTML string is used to display your own HTML codified string. QR create is used to create a QR code for provided information. Web link is used to create external web links in your page. Text fold is used to display a collapsible toggle for text or tables. File viewer is used to view for different types of files. Audio play is used to play a pre-selected audio file. Video play is used to play a pre-selected video file. Image show is used to display a pre-selected image file. Card show is used to show a card with text and image. Animation play is used to play a pre-selected JSON or LOT animations. Latex expression is used to display a mathematical equation. Download PDF is used to download a pre-selected PDF file. Text input is used to accept a single line text from the user. Text area is used to accept a multi-line text from the user. Number input is used to accept an integer or decimal number from the user. Checkbox is used to accept a Boolean toggle from the user. Toggle is also used to accept a Boolean switch from the user. Drop-down is used to accept a single or multiple choice from many options from the user. Radio button is used to accept a single choice from multiple options from the user. Date input is used to accept a dates from the user. Slider number is used to provide a slider for numbers for the user. Slider text is used to provide a slider for text for the user. Rating is used to provide a star rating for the user. File upload is used to give the user a provision to upload a file. Webcam image capture is used to allow the user to click a picture with the web camera. Audio record is used to allow the user to record audio. Table editor is used to allow the user to enter text in a table. While one can use any combination of widgets to create a page, it is prudent to decide which widgets to use and when, as this has an effect on user experience as well as data gathered. The first example, in green, is made up of 3 widgets, which are 1 text line widget and 2 checkbox widgets. While this may be okay for a physical paper form, the disadvantage of this widget plan is A. There are 2 unique data points to manage on screen and in report templates, as well as off-screen, to store in the database. B. The user can erroneously select or unselect both checkboxes. If you still decide to go this way, you will have to use custom code to change the value of married if the value of unmarried is changed, or vice versa. So in such a case, when you want to choose one option from a list of options, it is better to use a radio button, as the example highlighted in red. Again, if there are too many options to display and you have space constraints, you could use a drop-down widget instead. Therefore, deliberate thinking of page design would lead to a well-designed page, better reports and a concise data set. Widget can be reused in the following way. For example, a horizontal divider widget can be created only once but used multiple times on a page and/or across pages by simply referencing it. Sections of data, for example, demography, if common, can be reused across projects. Besides having the standard login or role-based reports, Formalize also offers the ability to create ad hoc reports in the form of listings, charts, progress bars, cards, etc., even using a supplementary data set. These additional types of report can be created externally just like widgets are created. Let's upload a different CSV and make a couple such ad hoc reports, even though you can use the CSV from the Formalize Forms data entry. I will log in as admin and use the designer with the demo project. This is a listing template that we can either create on from scratch or modify from a standard template. Similarly, this is a chart template. And a card. And a progress bar. All these templates can be created and used to create custom reports. Now let's run some of these custom reports and see their output. You can compare them with the ad hoc report templates and verify their output. You can even make combined reports or dashboards by placing a collection of custom reports within it, as you would place widgets on a page. This concludes the Formalize presentation. Statistical functions will be covered as and when that domain expertise is acquired. I'll be happy to consider any uncovered business use case. I also welcome your feedback. Thank you for watching.